Hey y'all, it's your girl B Araba, and I'm here with a story time. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to college. I know a lot of kids are going back to college, either for the first time or returning to complete their degrees. And yeah, my daughter's about to go to college soon. Not yet, like in a couple of years. So I always prepare her, and I always try to tell her stories of certain things that I've been through so she could kind of like maneuver better than I did. And one of the stories that I can remember is my very first roommate. I'm gonna call her Lola. That's not really her name, but I don't really want to rehash too much of that. But Lola was my roommate, and I believe the way that Fordham had it was like prior to you going into your dorm, you would have to well, you didn't have to, but they let you know who your roommate was going to be. So we started communicating early, and I think I had written one or two of the other girls. One was like from Jersey, so I was like, okay, cool, somebody close by. So this particular girl was from Connecticut, and that was my roommate. And in the beginning it was okay, but I should have known. When I got there, she had already set up her room. Like, if I had got to the room first, I would have said, oh, which side do you want? She, of course, got the better side with the longer, you could put more stuff. My side was by the door. So the door, took up that space. So I didn't have as much space as she did. And she had all the outlets on her side. I should have known. Okay. So, we're going through it. Everybody's fresh. We're doing orientation. My father and my uncle dropped me off at the dorm. I'm shy, At that time I was in not the most positive relationship. So my self-esteem wasn't as high. So I'm in New York, it's new people, and I'm just shy and scared and etc. So, time goes on, and then I start realizing she has some type of, and I don't want to laugh about anybody's mental health status. Mental health is real, mental, illness is real, so it's not a laughing matter. But there was something seriously wrong with this girl. So we came to find out that her high school had signed a petition to kick her out at some point. I don't know what she did. It's like some type of movie that you'll see on Netflix. Had signed a petition to kick her out, and she had okay, so I'm black, of course, right? So my roommate was Caucasian, right, from Connecticut, and she had a friend who was black come, and she's actually one of the people that told us about this situation. And I don't know, it might have been in front of her. She might have been like talking about it, like thought she was getting kudos or whatever. I think she might have been there, so I don't think she was like talking behind her back. That was her girl. And so she told us about that, and she might have had like a newspaper clipping. I'm like, okay. And then at some point, this is all the first semester. We haven't even, it's not a year yet. This is the first semester. And then she ended up getting a job. And I'm like, okay, cool. I ended up getting a job. I was working at a computer lab, right? That's what college kids do. They work at the store, computer lab, retail, etc. She got a job as a stripper. She was a stripper. So me being the caring, naive person that I was at the time, I'm caring, even though you're being an idiot to me. Right? You're still my roommate. I'm still living with you in this room. And so she would go out stripping, I guess, to pay for college or what have you. And then come back at all odd times of the night. And I would just get nervous because I'm like, she didn't come home yet. So I had to deal with all that stress. She had a whole stripper name. I don't even remember what it was. She might even did a dance for us one time. We're like, oh, okay, yeah. Creepy. Yeah, it was just weird. And some of my suite mates, because we had 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. I loved that dorm. Was amazing. It wasn't like one of those tight dorms, or the one where you just have a room and you share like the bathroom and everything else. It was like a condo apartment type setup. So it was cool. So they were a little bit not so neat, some of them. And so she would get upset, and she ended up one day cutting up little pictures of roaches and just placing them all over the apartment. So let's say somebody had left cereal, she put like a picture of the roach like in the cereal. When I say all over the apartment, all over the apartment. That's not the way to deal with things, children. Like, come on, like if there's a problem, have a meeting, say you need to clean up, let's have a chore list. That you don't cut up I mean, when I say a lot, so I was pissed at this point, and I don't even know if I had told the RA by this time, but it was getting uncomfortable. And I wasn't even the messy one at that point, so that wasn't towards me, but it was just uncomfortable. Like, who does that? So I got mad. And I like typed up, I don't even remember what I typed up. Whole bunch of stuff on our, like, in our bedroom. She called the RA, and then it looked like I was the crazy one that had all this stuff all over the place when she was the one that was crazy. Pissed. So instead of letting me stay in the dorm room where I enjoyed being with the other girls, because they were nice and normal, like they were, you know, everybody got their own situation, but they were like, she really was trying to make my time. This is still the first semester. Like, there was even a point where she would, it was winter time in New York, she would blast the air conditioner on to, like, when I say like 50 degrees, 40 degrees, she would blast it in our room. It's like an ice box, to the point where I had to go sleep with the other girls. Like, there was like extra bunk bed, and I had to sleep over there because I could not stay in my room. This is the same girl where I was sleeping decided to bring some guy back to the bedroom. I'm in the room. She didn't say, hey girl, I got somebody coming over, you know, can you go to the living room? Which I've had people do in college. Like, okay, cool, do your thing. I'm in the bed, and I hear her trying to take this boy's clothes off. I hear belts coming off. I'm like, oh my God. And I'm frozen. For whatever reason, I couldn't just get up and go, and I should have. I just was frozen, like, this is not happening. And it got to the point where he was so uncomfortable that I was there, like, he just like, I can't do this. So luckily nothing happened, but that's the type of person that I had to dorm with, my first roommate in college. Yeah, so eventually we had an RA meeting, and they just basically moved the both of us. And I was so pissed because I was like, I like the other girls. Why can't I stay? She should go. She doesn't like any of us. She's the one that's not getting along with anybody. She should go. But they moved me, and I ended up being in a kind of like a party room where people were doing drugs and all types of stuff was going on. So, I mean, it didn't get better for me. And then eventually I found a group of girls that I wanted to dorm with, but it was just crazy. So all y'all going to college, just be careful. Hopefully you get that roommate that you want to be best friends with forever, or at least you get along with and doesn't try to make your life miserable. Like, you're going to college, you're trying to study, you know, you don't need anybody interfering that you're living with driving you crazy. So yeah, that's my little story time. It was awful. Yeah, Lola. I think she like left school and everything. I don't know what happened to her, but I finished, but she did not finish with us. Oh well. Yeah, it was crazy. Well, good luck, y'all. Hopefully your roommates are amazing even after college. Amazing, because you don't want anybody that's gonna try to make your life a living hell. And the best thing to do is go to the RA, tell them immediately, ask that person to be moved so that they don't have to move you. They might still move you anyway just to make it seem equal. But yeah, that's my story time.